Today I'm going to talk about the various options that you could do when you're presented with a property lead. I'm just going to cover these briefly, and there's not enough time to go into each one detail. So let's say you find a property and the numbers work for you. What can you do with that property? Most people, if they want to keep the property, would rent that out. And in the previous video I talked about the different types of tenants you could get, like a single family, a short hold tenancy. You could rent out to students or social housing DSS benefits. So that's one option, you could rent out the property. Second one is you could do something called buy to sell. So you're buying the property and you can sell the property. Either you've bought it at a discount and you can sell it immediately, or you want to add value. So maybe it's unmodernised, just needs some cosmetic work, new kitchen, new bathroom. Once you spend the money in the works, it's going to increase the value by quite a lot. So we've got buy to let, which is keeping the property, renting it. Then we've got buy to sell, where you're buying the property and then selling it. You could, if it's appropriate in your area, convert the house into flats. So it's called title splitting. So that's quite common with a lot of investors these days. So they may find a suitable house where they could convert a ground floor flat and then a first floor flat. So you're adding much more value to the lead. You could obviously sell on to another investor. So it may be outside your area, it may not be fitting with your criteria that you're looking for. So instead of wasting that lead, an investor that may be doing a different strategy to you may be interested, and they could do something with that you don't want to do or can't do, and they would pay you a finder's fee for that property. You could do something called assisted sale. Assisted sale is where you partner up with the seller of the house and you profit together. For example, let's say the house is on the market for 120,000, but it needs about £10,000–15,000 of work before they can put it on the market. The seller hasn't got that money, so you could finance the works, put in your 10–15 grand. House may be worth 150 after the works. The seller gets their money. You get your £10–15,000 back that you spent on the works, and any profit that's after that you split 50–50. So you don't actually buy the house, you partner up with the seller. So that was called assisted sale. You could also refer to a estate agent. I do a lot of this because most of the leads I get are not suitable for me. So instead of wasting them, I say, okay, you need to sell your house, you're not desperate, you're not motivated, I can recommend an estate agent. And what you do with the estate agent, you put yourself top of their part list in terms of any deals that come across. You've already helped them, they're going to think of you first. So it's a good way to build up a strategic alliance with estate agents. Another one is part now, part later. So the seller may not need all their money straight away, so you may not pay 100% of what you've purchased immediately. So what you do, you pay a lump sum to begin with, and then you say, okay, you could either pay another lump sum in say 5–6 years time, or they loan you the rest of the money and you pay them interest per month. Obviously this is a much more complex strategy which needs more time explaining. So in summary, we've got a number of options available for your leads. You could do buy to let, where you're renting out the property; buy to sell, where you're selling on the property; convert it into flats, title splitting; you could sell on to investor; you could do assisted sale, where you partner up, pay for the works and split the profits; you could refer to your estate agent to build good relationships with them; and you could do part now, part later. Okay, thank you for listening.